everybody, welcome back to our channel, Renovating the Chateau. My name's Leanne and I live at Chateau de la Coutère, an hour north of Spain in the south of France with my husband and 3 children, Poppy, Holly and Lily. Today I'm going to show you some unseen areas of the chateau inside with a view to trying to discuss what we're actually going to be doing next, what is our next big renovation project and how that'll fit in here at the chateau. In late spring we're hoping to start a brand new business, and that is one that's going to concern the areas that I'm going to show you now. We are excited to announce that in March 2024, early spring next year, we are going to open up back as our boutique bed and breakfast and also our small restaurants. That's right, we are opening a restaurant at the chateau. We're really excited because my original background was in catering and restaurants. It's been an absolute blast to prepare food for our guests and for the events that we've had. And now we have the Château Farm, so we're going to be able to take this to a whole new other level. Our own fresh vegetables, our own produce, our meat. We're really excited to become a proper farm-to-table restaurant. We're currently working on the marketing, so watch this space. And today we're going to be looking at this bottom section here and then also here of the chateau. Why these rooms are important to the next project. So we're going to start off at the front of the chateau and we're going to show you this side first. So although we're discussing the inside of the chateau, I thought I'd bring you outside to give you a better idea of where we're going now. The shutters are closed on this window, and the reason is there's not actually a window on the other side. It's completely blocked up, and so we're going to take you through there, and that's a tiny little room, and it's our chapel. So if people are dining with us in the restaurant but not staying with us at the chateau, they'll come through the main entrance at the front of the chateau and then come through into the hallway. We've got a lot of work to do on this hallway. When we first moved to the chateau, it was horrific. It was peach and brown. Since then, we've updated the electrics, we've restored the stairs, we've painted everywhere and basically just given it a freshen up. We need to make it a bit more of a grand entrance. And now on to what will be our chateau bar. Once a week, we will have English pub evenings. Guests will be able to eat inside or outside. And for those outside, they'll be able to come through the doors, through the main entrance and be served at the bar. This area hasn't been touched. We use it as a food storage pantry area at the moment, and as with everything in this new project, it needs a lot of work. Just like in many English pubs and restaurants, we are going to have individual areas for people to dine. This is an area we have not done anything to at all. The previous owners of the chateau used to run a bed and breakfast for several years, and this was one of the rooms they used to use as a bed and breakfast room. It's really hard to get a feel and a sense for this room at the moment because it's full, jam-packed in fact, of old furniture that was left at the chateau when we got here. Some of it came in handy because we used it to have as kitchen furniture when we first moved into the chateau. But I guess you'll have to believe me when I say that it really does have a nice quaint feel. Really like an English country pub room. What we love is the old beams, and in fact we believe this is one of the oldest parts of the chateau. The chateau in its current state is probably around 250 to 300 years old, no more than that, but you can see here that it's got some external walls, and this is an internal room. So we believe that the chateau, just like we do in modern day times, has actually been built onto from previous building. There has actually been a building here since the early 1500s. We know that from records, but not the chateau. And through this door is the tiny chapel. Unfortunately, another adaptation by the previous owners was to install a toilet in here, believe it or not. So we still have to take all that out, and there's a little cubicle with a little garden font that was used as a sink. I kid you not. So again, with everything, there is so much to do in here, and for us, as usual, it starts with demolition. But the one thing we will be preserving in this room is this fantastic ceiling. This room is really, really tiny. We're hoping that it will be a little extension off of the room that we've just showed you, which will be a restaurant dining room. We hope to swap the big wooden door, which is not original, it really is just like a little barn door, for something like an old door which has glass in, which will then show you the view out to the chapel garden, which is an old rose garden with roses that are aged 50 to 70 years old in there. And then it's back through the chapel door, back into the room, which is one of the dining rooms we'll have. And this area, believe it or not, is going to be a library. We've always wanted to make it a tiny little library for our own use, but now we've decided to make it into a restaurant dining room. It will have a library theme. So that's it for this week. Join us next week where we talk you through the second half of the restaurant plan. We'll show you the grand salon, the second dining room, how we're going to cope in our chateau kitchen, cooking for a restaurant. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you'd like to follow us for more renovation progress. And if you're interested in our farming journey, head over to our second channel, the Château Farm, and you can even get more regular updates in our private Facebook group, Life at Château de la Coutère, or all our other Facebook and Instagram pages.